Question. How was coming home?
It's obviously come back to family is great.
Mhm.
Coming back to assimilate back into the United States after you've been in Kandahar and Afghanistan and Zabul and a few other places where it really was the Wild West. And every day when you're outside going for a city, you have to deal with suicide bombers driving vehicles into you, or you're worried about carts blowing up at, or people diving on the hood of your gun trucks and blowing themselves up. Anytime you see a single occupant vehicle, and you basically are playing demolition derby with those vehicles to get them out of the way, get them off the road so they don't attack you or any other, your guys. That's a lot different than when you come home. Having to put up with or having to deal with people who don't really understand what goes on is always kind of challenging. When I came back from my first deployment, for example, President Bush had said he would come and be the guest speaker at Furman for graduation, and a number of the Furman faculty and administration had put together a manifesto that said we object to the war. And of course, they weren't objecting to the soldiers. I think they've always supported the military and the families, but to come back and kind of get that sense that people really didn't understand what was going on over there, and that the fight was over there, so that those guys wouldn't come over here. And you pin them down in their own countries, and it kind of keeps them from getting on planes en masse and showing up over here. And, like what you saw on 9/11.
Yeah.
So it's been challenging. A lot of my guys, we all, out of 130 guys that I had in my first deployment over there, 90 some odd are involved in fairly heavily in combat operations, and you need to bring a lot of that back with you. Nightmares and kind of anxiety. To this day, I still don't like being in large groups. I don't like being around a lot of people. I'm pretty good in a grocery store. I go to a grocery store, but other than that, I really don't like. And that, I know that's a result from being surrounded by people and having people all around you blow up. So, anyways, that's been the toughest part coming back.
Yeah. I can imagine.